And the Hokies will kick it away first. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. Discards a man. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida State. These players have a...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. Knocked off his feet.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? He'll keep it himself. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gators. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You just throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's McCord. Nice move. Create some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when the QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too, and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to...
They intercept it. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. Back to pass. It's Breeze. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to fire to the left. And it's caught inside the 25.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Coffee. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal coming up here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got an update. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 4 over TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Woodhead. He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pressure coming. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going up top on first down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
That's the end of the quarter. With the score, Florida 14.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Gator. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say?
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Breeze. Fires left. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled it. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big claws up there, stabs it out of air. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Got some room to run. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football. And
headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
21, Virginia Tech, 7.
He's going to bring it out from deep. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last kick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Using his legs, it's Prince. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The Gators come to the line in the hurry up. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job of understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside, and it bounced outside. You want to take that thing inside. So the offense needs to operate a little bit better and maybe not run as much counter because the defense got in there pretty quick.
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, looking to pass. Got a man, it's Rock. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Getting some heat. With the catch, it's Rock. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They run the reverse. And the defense was ready when the receiver tried the tricky run. Offense lining up quickly. Oh, it's a reverse. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Quick completion on the out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to advance on the football.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. To the ground with the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Right back to the well. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Now sliding to his left. A shot toward the end zone, and he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to correct.
The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCord. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10, 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. Even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And the comeback is on.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals. Yeah,
because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
It's a fumble. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways, and the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
Takes it past the marker. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Shakes off the defender. The expressway is wide open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll do it himself. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Using his legs, it sprints. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! The The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oregon is currently ahead right now in Autzen Stadium, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They are up by just one over Kent State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking down the middle. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Tom.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They're bringing heat. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to the air one more time. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
On the run, it's Prince. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
The Gators get enough for the first down.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They want that clock to run. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The Gators in the hurry up. On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
From the gun to give, looking for room. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won.